All right, I almost started without turning the video camera on, or the camera phone on. Yeah, I had everything cleaned up, ready to go, and I re-tipped two of my pressure flakers, and I was ready to go and didn't turn the camera on. That would have been terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, so what am I going to do? Well, I said I was going to nap this black chert. So I'm going to nap it. Oops. And I'm going to make a point that's only like 1 3/8 inches long, so don't worry. I had a feeling it was going to break somewhere anyway, because it didn't look too good. Okay, I'm having a senior moment here. There it goes. Ah, yes, there was already an existing crack. I have to make sure I have an excuse for breaking these. Yeah, there it is. Existing crack. All right, so let's see. Is it 1 3/8 inches? I wonder. It's not very long. Yeah, let's see. Do I have enough, actually? I kid sometimes, but... All right, so, yeah, I got enough. It's a small arrowhead. Yeah. Okay. So, I didn't mention what type of arrowhead it is yet because I forget. Yeah. I had it sitting on my to-do list for a while. That's how I remember it. Someone requested it in the comment section, but I can't remember what type it is. I think it's from the Mound 72 at Cahokia or Spiral. See, I can't remember which one Mound 72 is from. I get Cahokia and Spiral mounds mixed up. Yeah. As far as the artifacts, I know that they're two separate locations. I know that Cahokia is on the east side and Spiral's west of the Mississippi, right? I hope that's right, but I can't remember exactly what all the artifacts are from each one. I've just seen lots of photographs and I know what the shapes are. But anyway, it doesn't matter. None of that helps you to actually make the points, to know what they're called or where they're from. It will not help you to make the points, other than to make copies of the points. You got to know what they look like. That's true. But that's it. To copy them, you don't need to know what they're called. In fact, you can make up a name for them if you want. Yeah. You don't need to know a material either, unless you want to make an exact duplicate. Which is usually hard to do because a lot of times you can't get the exact material that it's made from as an artifact, right? Even if you manage to identify the material the artifact is made from, you may not be able to get it. Why do I mention that? That's just FYI for new people, because they sometimes think that, well, I'm going to get into Flintknapping, I'm going to get all the right materials, I'm going to get all the tools that they used back in the past, and I'm going to use all the methods that they used back in the past. Yeah. And lo and behold, after a while, they get discouraged because you can't get the materials. You don't know exactly how they made them in the past. And you don't know exactly what tools they used in the past. So you get all discouraged. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time. So you can get discouraged now and get that over with. Yeah. I'm doing you a favor. It doesn't feel like it, I know. I know. It doesn't feel like it at all. That didn't help at all, like SpongeBob would say. It didn't help at all. Yeah. Sorry. Sometimes the truth is not helpful, believe it or not. But I'd rather have the truth and not helpful than a lie that seems to help but doesn't. Yep. Just give me the truth. I don't care if it's helpful or not. Helpful or not. All right? If you're going to give me something. Like, you can tell me the name of the material that it's made from, as long as it's the truth. Even though I don't need to know that. I'm not making a duplicate right now. As far as material goes, just I'm using black chert, yes, but I don't know if this is the chert that point style is made from. I just know it looks similar. And yeah, sometimes you can get exactly the right material. Yes. I mean, it's available. People are selling it. People know what it is. And for sure, 100% guaranteed and correct. We know what some artifacts are made of. With 100% accuracy and guaranteed. Yeah. But it's rare. Sometimes we don't know if it's heat-treated material or not. Now, some materials don't respond to heat, so we know that it's not heat-treated, like obsidian for one. Obsidian's never heat-treated because it doesn't respond to that stuff. And when you heat it up hot enough for it to do anything, it just kind of bubbles and crumbles away. It doesn't melt like regular glass, like what you see glass bottles being made from and stuff like that. Yeah, and like Rhyolite does not respond to heat treatment. Hornstone does not. You know, Hornstone is already naturally heat treated underground with the underground heat. So it doesn't respond to any more heat other than breaking all up. It can get ruined, I think. Yeah. I guess you can call that a response to heat if it gets ruined. But usually I'm talking about a positive response, not a negative response. Okay? Okay. I made the mistake of watching some other Flintknapping videos this morning. Now, why do I say it's a mistake? Well, for one, I lost about an hour and a half that I'll never get back. I ended up watching a couple that I've already seen, just so I can refresh my memory a little bit. And the other reason is, yeah, you can do it. You can do Flintknapping, but you may be a little confused on actually how it works. Yeah. So some Flintknappers, they know how to do it, but explaining it is a challenge. It's a challenge for everybody, and you might get the wrong information, and sometimes it's unfortunate. But yeah, Flintknappers do make some mistakes when explaining the Flintknapping. It's okay though, because you don't really need to worry about that. It can mess you up. But if you're getting messed up, just stop doing that thing. Yeah. Now that thing is going to be different for different people, because sometimes, by some miracle, the bad advice actually helps people in some cases. Because they nap a little bit differently than others, and they might have comprehended it a little bit differently. You know, the explanation. They might have comprehended the explanation in a wrong way that's coincidentally the correct way to do it. Yeah. But they wouldn't have done it correctly accidentally unless they heard wrongly. Try to wrap your head around that one. Yeah. By hearing something wrongly, you might hear it correctly. You might end up doing it correctly. And then you go back to the video like I did in the future and go, you know what? I thought he said something else. And it ended up helping me, but that's not what he said in the video. Now that I look at it, I thought he said something else. Yeah. Or I understood it to be something else. So, did that happen to me this morning? No. I just noticed that there were some things that were not right. But they're minor, usually. Yeah. So, I mean, Flintknapping videos are really good, even though sometimes there's a little bit of a mistake. And no, I'm not going to explain what they are, because I don't want to be critical about people posting videos. I want to see actually more videos being posted. I don't want to discourage anyone from posting videos by saying that you might be wrong. Just forget I said that. Okay? Don't worry about me. Don't listen to me. Just post the videos and everyone will be fine. Yep. Everything will be good. I just brought it up because inquiring minds want to know. What did you do today? Yeah. Nosy. But in a good way. If there is such a thing. Is there such a thing to be nosy in a good way? Depends on the subject, I suppose. Depends on what you're nosy about, what you're curious about. Anyways, I bet you're all still waiting for me to tell you what kind of chert this is, and I don't know. It's just black chert. It's difficult to flake because it requires a lot of force to get the flakes to travel. It seems like it'd be really nice, but this is the kind that leaves these fingernail fractures that are different color. I mean, it shows the translucency, you know what I'm saying, against the dark background, and it accentuates the fingernail fractures. Yeah, it's not so good. Combine that with it being rather steppy. You know, as I get thinner, you will see it gets rather steppy toward the end, like almost every other chert like this. Yeah. Let's do some pressure flaking, shall we? I need to see how it pressure flakes. This is the only piece I have of this size, right? I might have another piece around there somewhere. Yeah, I might have another piece, but I can't be... Where's it? I can't be messing around with this too much, so I need to use more pressure flaking so I don't take too many chances. Yeah, pressure flaking is a little more accurate. A little more gentle, less risky. Even though I do snap more with pressure than with percussion. In general, at this stage, I don't snap it. I snap it with pressure during the end stages. And yeah, it matters which stage you're talking about. Okay, is that good? I think that's good. I think I annoyed enough people that are wearing the headphones. And you know what? I'm going to switch back to percussion now that I can see some really fat spots that I don't want to pressure flake. So hold on, we're going to delay the pressure flaking it for a little bit. Okay, I see some fat spots I need to take down. Yes. I need something that grinds this better. This is tough chert. So I don't think it's a heat treat. It's too tough. All right. Let's see. I'm going to be using a lot of indirect percussion on this one anyway, because on the real one it looks like the flaking is very bold. It's not persnickety. So to achieve that look, I finish it out with percussion. But I can use pressure to increase the quality of the edge. Yeah, pressure makes the edge nice and neat, which is useful when trying to drive flakes that are difficult. Now, some material is more forgiving, and I can knap on a sloppy edge. All right, but on this one I can't do it. I can't knap that well on a sloppy edge. It does work sometimes, but that means I'm just getting lucky. Usually that's what that means. If I'm getting good results on a sloppy edge, it could mean many times that I'm just getting lucky. All right, anyways. I don't feel like napping right now, but I got so much to do and the time to do it. And I've got a monitor that I can watch my dad, see if he needs some help. I can see now. I'm in the shop. Yeah, actually, I looked over there. I have a little monitor. I can see him eating the snack I just gave him before I started Flintknapping. He was asleep. He woke up and now he's eating his snack. So everything's cool. What's up with my dad? He's getting old and he's got trouble with his memory, and he's got Parkinson's, which makes it very, very difficult to walk. He can barely stand up for more than 20 or 30 seconds. He has a lot of trouble, so I got to help him out. Anyways, yeah, that monitor helps a lot. I can see what's going on. Yep. One of my subscribers asked me in the comment section, what happened to the dogs? There's no dogs barking. Yeah, because I'm in Vermont right now. My dad's house is in Vermont. That's where I am. There's no dogs here except for the neighbor's dogs. And they've been suspiciously quiet lately. I think it's because the neighbors have their windows closed and their AC units going overtime. You know, the window units. Yeah, all the window units are going full blast, especially on the second stories around here. They don't believe in central AC, I suppose. Well, with these older buildings, it's too expensive to put in all the ductwork because it requires a bit of remodeling and it takes away space from the interior and blah, blah, blah. It's just probably better to use window units. Anyways, the dogs are not poking their heads out the windows because there's a window unit there. Yeah, so they're not barking. As soon as fall comes around, they're going to have the windows open and let the cool air in, and the dogs are going to be sticking their heads out the windows or putting their nose up against the screens and barking at everything that moves. Not my dogs. I don't have any of my dogs here. Nope. I can't keep them here because they're outdoor dogs. My house in Texas has a fence that goes all the way around the property that is dog proof. Here there's no fence. And yeah, I can keep them inside, but I'm allergic to dogs. So that would mean I'd be sick every day. Or I'd be allergic every day. Not necessarily sick. Just feeling the allergies. So there you go. Now you know my life story. And you didn't even want to know it. I'm trying to reduce this as evenly as possible. But the final finishing is going to be a little bit wonky if I want to make it look right. Yeah, I'm getting crushing, so this is not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. I may have to go in and take a break. Cut the video into 2 parts. I need to get some ice for cold drinks or something. It's 102 degrees in here. And it's reaching the sweat stage. I got the fan going, but it's not enough. Thinking of going in and getting some ice for a cold drink. Well, we'll see. Plus, I might need to restock my dad's snack supply. He's chowing down on that pretty fast. All right. I don't want him to get out of bed and try to go for the fridge. End up on the floor halfway there. Yeah. Well, that worked out well. That last flake there. Good, good, good. The thinner it gets at this stage, the better. Without step fractures, of course. Yeah, I might have been worried for nothing. Now, I might not make this exactly the right size, but I remember the shape. So hopefully at least I'll get the shape right. Yeah, I'm laughing at my dad just kicking back and snacking, watching TV. All right. See, I was thinking that if I hadn't got that monitor, I would have to try to do more work inside. Like start maybe shooting videos indoors inside the house, but I'm limited as to what I can do as far as videos inside the house. So I was thinking, man, I gotta think of some other format that I can do. But now I don't have to. So what I'm doing now, if you can see, probably not, right? I'm just kind of cleaning up the edge, making it look neat is what I mean when I say cleaning up, making it less wonky. So I need to take an hour and a half to make it look like I did it in 20 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, the final pass of flakes is very bold on this type of arrowhead, or at least the one that I'm looking at. I'm looking at it in my memory right now because in order to look at it, I need to use my phone, and my phone right now is being occupied by being the camera. My phone is right now my camera. Yeah. Technology is amazing. I think I'm going to break this in two parts as far as the filming of the video. It's too hot. And I've already done pretty much the easy part. Yeah, just making the preform it's not easy, but it's the easier part of the process. I've got to really focus because this is kind of like a duplicate of the real one. So I've got to focus more than usual because it's got to look right. Can't mess it up, and I've got to get used to it, used to the material, because I'm going to do the final finishing, or a lot of the final finishing, with indirect percussion. So how much force do I need to do the flakes I want? That's critical to know. And how much material does it require on the edge? Does it need to be really thick on the edge, or just a little bit? Or not thick at all? It's looking like it needs to be quite thick on the edge. Yeah, to get the flakes I need. Because I don't want to run. So you need I need a lot of power behind the strikes. So that means the edge needs to be thick, or they just crush all to nothing. Nothing but mess. Oh, I can get away with a little bit. No, that was lucky. Gotta make sure I know the difference between lucky and not lucky. It's just the way it's supposed to be. Can I get the results I'm supposed to get? How common is it to get the results I'm supposed to be getting? You know, or that I expect to get? I don't know. It's not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. I am getting a lot of results that I'm expecting to get. Yeah. I just got to watch out for those fingernail step fractures like that one. You know, try not to do too much. Try not to run the flakes too far. Besides, I need to take one more look at the Arrowhead. While I'm taking a break, I'll look at the real Arrowhead again, just so I can get a better or a more permanent picture in my brain. Come on. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, so that's part one. I'm going to continue on the next segment. Let's see. Alrighty. I'll be back in a little bit.